Hey guys. Alrighty, so now we're going to tap into that connecting energy of that first part of the reading. This is the second part. So now we're going to tap into how they're genuinely feeling towards you. We have 3, 2, 1 action on the bottom, and it did come out for how, the feminine was feeling towards this masculine and their emotions, and also what their true intentions is going to be. Hold on. Sorry, as I mentioned in my first video, I have my kids with me today. But let's get into how they're genuinely feeling towards this feminine collective. How is this one masculine genuinely feeling to? Wow, first one, the one. Oh, but they're wounded masculine. But they feel maybe that you guys will see what's going on. Whoa. Okay, hold on. Okay. Oh, wow. All right. Wow. Alrighty. So we have the first one that came out was the one. So clearly this divine masculine feels like you guys are the one. Like this divine feminine is their one. And it's so funny because you guys both got this. So you both feel the same way. I do feel like this divine masculine is feeling a little bit wounded in their masculinity right now. They could maybe see you guys as one. I'm seeing this as something that they're going through just because of that initial message. They're going through a certain event or, a certain action that they took and they're in regret. I want just to clarify this wounded masculine. I don't feel like it can't be that they're seeing you like this. Distance, I'm seeing that as could be they're really reflecting on how they ended up in wounded masculine energy because of the emotional distance that you guys have, because of the emotional distance that they have. But unconditional love, I feel like they are trying to get out of that energy, but I really do feel like it's more than projecting on that, but they see you as divine feminine. I feel like it's more that projecting, are they wounded masculine? Are they, it's weird. It's weird. I want one more. Yeah. I feel like it's them. Certain things that they're having to pay attention in their journey. But I do feel with their emotions. This does say activated and DNA upgrades. I feel like they're going through their activation and how they're upgrading through their wounds, that wounded masculine energy. Also, it could be that how they're reflecting how the one, because of certain boundaries that you put, or because you're in your divine masculine strength, how they ended up being without they even knowing. Because maybe they're not really being in action and they're not really putting in the movement that they need to put, or even, and I feel like it has to do with this collective more so, not so much in their life. I do feel like maybe in their life they are trying to really, better themselves, but I feel like maybe there's still a little bit of, not the blame game, but I ended up this way after this, you know what I mean? But I do feel them as they're activated. I do feel like this is also them, how you were activated and you upgraded through this activation, even through the karmic energy, the karmic turbulence, the ups and downs, the challenges, how you and your activation, how you kept on upgrading is what I'm feeling with that as well. All right, let's confirm the one. Explosion of emotion, and I felt that. I felt a little bit overwhelmed. I felt a little bit heavy with that because of so much negative emotion that they're still tied to. They see you as that very not chasing, attracting, and also I feel like that is kind of like what leaves them in that divine, in that wounded masculine energy. Let's get wounded masculine. Passion. I'm hearing, do you feel the same passion I feel for you? Well, let's get one more. Whoa, so certain friends, but there it is, that divine feminine. I feel it's kind of like they're a little bit wounded on having to do with how you transcended the obstacles without them. Maybe you guys started as friends as well, or maybe you they really wanted to start as friends with you, but we'll see. We'll see what else comes out. Activated. They're all over the place is what I feel for sure. Activated. There's certain music maybe that they're listening to that's activating also that nostalgia that, you know, they're not with me, that possessiveness that they had over you. But I feel like they needed to be activated. They could be going through certain addictions. Where this collective, you guys have been removing that. And again, remember what I always say, the divine feminine is always 6 to 9 months ahead from the masculine. So wherever you guys were 6 to 9 months before, that's where the masculine is currently. All right, let's get one more for music. They're trying to deny that activation. They're going through a lot of turbulence themselves. It's making them hot and cold. Why can't I get this song out of my head? The Bad Bunny one. Tú me enseñaste a querer. Na 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 na. I can't get that. It's like literally, it's all in my head right now. You could have heard that song. DNA upgrades. Oh, children. You could have children, but also them, their inner child. And it's so crazy because you guys got the boy with these. Oh, you got the swan. There it is. You guys got the boy there. So maybe they're needing to upgrade to that vision as well. To, you know, that childlike spark. You know, seeing the world through a child's eyes. Get one more for that. But they're divinely protected. They feel that they're divinely protected as well. But also how you could be. And that's crazy because this is actually how they're feeling towards you. But I'm kind of speaking of how they are as well. So I do feel like they're very much projecting on how they're feeling with, you know, what they're going through right now. They could feel very divinely protected, and they could feel how you, through all of your upgrades, through how you have been going through these challenges, you've been divinely protected. Karmic energy, the intensity. They're going through it, but they're needing to go through it to be able to go through that self-love, to find that self-love how you guys have it. Could be also that maybe whenever this person is going through karmic turbulence, you know, really, and let's be honest, if they're going also through that dark night, that's all how you guys saw, which we're gonna get to see what is going on with their energy. We're gonna see what's going on there. I feel like maybe the intensity of you actually pops up again, and that is maybe that's why that denial comes over. Hold on, let me get one more for intensity. I feel like that has to do with that. Yeah. Like every time. So it like activates them. I need to move. I need to do this. I need to do that. But how do I do this? This is always leading to passion. This only brought distance within maybe myself or even with this person again. That brought distance with my friends. You know, it's like, but I do have unconditional love, but at the same time, it's like this person is like, what do I do? There could be an age gap. This is how they're genuinely feeling. They're going through it. They are going through it. All right, hold on. Let's get their emotions. What current emotion they are sitting on. We have indecision in the bottom. What's the current emotion that this person is sitting on with this collective? Forgiveness. They're trying to focus on being in the flow of love instead of being in the flow of maybe resentment or, you know, why them and not me. Maybe also why the fact that they're feeling like that, because if they have unconditional love towards you, why would I feel like this person, you know, why them, not me? You know what I mean? Let's get more genuine emotion towards you. They're going over the relationship. And again, confirmation to what I said before, certain actions that they took, a certain action that they took that they are regretting is more so what I felt. Trying to focus that they are attracted to those who serve the highest good, kind of like that destiny, but that karmic to release and the intensity, but I feel like that's what. And side note, that's the flower of life energy. You guys got that. That's 64. They are going through a death period. Sign. Very nice. They're trying to remove that negative energy. Trying to really focus on that new beginning. Purge out what is no longer serving them. So they're aware that there's certain things that they need to remove in their energy before coming in, which is good. Oh, they see you as their freedom, but they need to see themselves as their freedom. They need to see themselves that they themselves possess the gifts and free will to create whatever makes them happy or their own happiness. They do see success, but there's still a little bit of, it's that wounded masculine energy. And I feel like it's that wounded masculine energy that that maybe it's because of that turbulence and has nothing to do with you specifically, but they immediately, because of that explosion of emotion that they feel, because they don't even understand their emotion, they tie it to you. So it's because of my divine feminine. You know what I mean? But they're trying to be, positive. They're trying to just really focus on the abundance. All right, let's confirm forgiveness. Oh, through their own happiness as well. Again, confirmation to what I said before. Confirmation to, I feel like that wounded masculine energy that they're feeling now because of that turbulence, because of that dark night of the soul that they are going through right now is literally, they tie it to you guys. So it's like, why do I feel this way to the person who I see as the one? They're having judgment onto themselves instead of being a little bit more divine feminine towards themselves as well. And that's so funny because it literally, that divine feminine fell onto that. They need to be a little bit more compassionate towards themselves, be a little bit more nurturing instead of being so, hard on themselves because they are wounded masculine. Relationships. Confirmation, the blame game, not taking accountability for their own actions. But I feel like they kind of are, and let me get one more, let's clarify that blame. I feel like they are. Oh, now they're guilty. So before they blamed and now they feel guilty. So it's, again, from negative emotion to negative emotion. But they need to release any beliefs that no longer assist with their soul's growth. They need to be in that love energy within themselves, that divine feminine energy within themselves. One more. Need to be grateful instead of blaming and feeling guilty. Everything happens for a reason. That's the transition of that. And it makes sense with literally that that wounded masculine with that divine feminine, with the friends, with the distance, with the unconditional love, literally. Death. Change under that death. They know that understand that nothing can evolve or change or grow without movement. So again, they're needing to put their masculine strength as well. Need to persevere, be determined. Freedom. And also how you, through your death period, your activation, you've changed. Freedom. Seeing the lighter side of things. Seeing the glass half full. By seeing the glass half full, they are free. They're more in that, boy energy. Seeing a new perspective. There's that denial in the bottom. Which is good because it means it hasn't come out. It means they're transitioning out of it with this death and the change. success. Beautiful. So from denial, emotionally, acceptance. They accept that there can be success here, having to do with you. And the denial's still there. It's like, you know, they're fighting with their, oh, hold on, my candle turned off. It's like they're transitioning out of it, and 111 on my clock as I'm saying that. Beautiful. All right, let's get one last one of their true emotions towards you, and let's get, they're needing to be disciplined as you have been disciplined. They're wanting to put structure in their own. And I literally put that over that death and that change. Confirmation to what I said with them needing to be in their masculine strength. You guys are pulling their thread with your masculine strength and pulling their thread with them having to be compassionate with themselves with that divine feminine energy over that. Feeling a little bit lonely right now. I feel like that's that wounded masculine energy, but you know, growing as you did. Just keep believing in their growth how you're believing in yours. But hold on, I want to see what's going on with their shadow. What is being illuminated with their shadow? And again, Sagittarius is important. Like, I have my little cheat sheet here, and I just looked and I just stared at Sagittarius. They could be a Sagittarius, or you guys could be. Let's see what their shadow is illuminating. What is illuminating within their shadow right now? Currently, sacred boundaries. Wow. Self-compassion. Why am I hearing maybe, you know, because you got the friends in that wounded masculine energy. Maybe they feel like, I'm seeing that you were right energy. You know, something that you said having to do with certain friends that they had, or having to do with, you know, them needing to put certain boundaries with certain friends, and maybe that's what they're reflecting on as well. It's kind of like, I need to change everything in my life for this person to be in my life. It's not your fault, but, you know, it's part of their growth. But I feel that's why also that little bit of that blame game happened. But sacred boundaries, assertiveness, and self-care. Confirmation. Respecting and honoring their limits will set them free. And then self-compassion. Confirmation also with that divine feminine energy. They're needing to tap into the divine feminine a little bit more to be able to grow out of, to be able to heal a little bit more. And I'm feeling like this, like right here. So they could be really going through a lot of anxiety right now. But this is the growth and mindset, what you guys have been really working through, and the resilience. They need to trust in the unknown. How you guys do. All right, let's get one more for their shadow. And then we'll get Spirit Awakening confirmation, intuition, and spiritual. I feel like they're scared shitless with their awakening. You know, I feel like they're seeing even more signs. I feel like maybe, you know, certain things that they're thinking appear, or certain things that they say instantly appear. I feel like the universe is really activating them with their sight, and with, you know, that them trying to remove that veil. You know what I mean? To not be in denial. Inner cosmos, as I was saying it, trauma, seeing, going deeper. To embrace the light, first you would need to acknowledge the dark. And I feel like that is what's happening with this. Again, that dark night of the soul. And from lightness to dark. Lighting the darkness, I'm sorry. So love, clarity, and awareness. They need to go through it. Darkness cannot dispel darkness, only light can. You know, if they keep on thinking negatively, what is it going to happen? They're going to bring in negativity. If they keep on thinking positively, what is going to happen? They're going to bring in positivity. They need to ride the storm, for sure. So they are going through it. So as I said before, this collective, keep sending them love and light through it. Whenever you're feeling heaviness that is not yours, and this collective, you would know this. Whenever you're feeling like there's something is a little bit off, or, you know, you get maybe even, I'm seeing someone who just starts crying out of nowhere. You know, that's energy that is not yours. It's just, it could be that maybe you're purging, but you also, I feel like you're purging out certain, you know, energies you're absorbing from this person. Just focus on that and focus on that positive mindset. It'll help them get through all of this themselves. Alrighty, hold on. I want to quickly, let me get these Love Pop ones. I want to see what they're going through universally. I want to see what is it that they're reflecting on right now. What is it that this person is reflecting on right now? What is this event or this action? Oh, victim mentality, confirmation to what I said before. Why me? Why me? I just can't. I'm feeling hopeless and helpless. There is nothing that I can do. Life is what it is. So again, they're very negative outlook right now. There's a reason why they're being activated that way. It's to see if they can have the strength, the internal masculine strength to change that perception. There is nothing that I can do. Life is what it is. And we just have to accept our circumstances. And I feel like this is more, you know, them, how they're feeling towards their environment as well. 54. But that's a 9. You guys could be a 9 pairing, or they could be a 9 ruled by the 9 sentimentality. So where they're feeling hopeless, they're still sentimental. 51, the memories of us bring me joy but agony at the same time. I think about you continuously and you are never far from my thoughts. You are consuming their mind right now, and what is happening around them isn't helping, and isn't helping in their mind, because everything that happens is for a reason, but in their mind it's not helping. It's that explosion of emotion and that the karmic turbulence and that intensity, literally. Twin flame and fateful encounter. Stop it. So the moment I laid eyes on you, I know it's the one energy. I can't explain how I felt, but I knew I was meant to find you. And twin flames. 24, I recognize our connection was intense and it still burns my soul. It's a connection that can never be broken, but it is one that must be balanced in order to move forward together. This is so literally, this is very good. And you guys got that twin flame energy. So it means that don't make it fit. This person knows about the journey, at least knows about the terminology, but it's good that they see, or that they know that they need to balance this emotion out. So even through the denial, they're really trying to find that strength within. And I like that. And angel numbers and synchronicities on the bottom. Number 8 and the karmic energy. I am receiving many messages about you through numbers, symbols, and images. The universe is showing me my way back to you, and you back to me. Literally, that turbulence and the destiny and the intensity. That's what I'm seeing with that. Okay, let's get one more. Charismatic Casanova. This is my Page of Cups energy. I don't understand our connection. I'm gonna still say that they don't, maybe. And the way I feel when I'm with you, I'm not ready for whatever this is, and this is where that negative comes out. So they know they need to balance. I feel like that's what they are understanding, that they need to balance their mind frame. For whatever this is, I can't handle this right now. I'd rather not think about it. They're trying not to think about it, but I think that, it's not working. Not working. Okay, victim mentality. Let's confirm. Balancing. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm trying to balance the scales of my life and of our connection. I took from you more than you were able to give, and I used accountability. Very good. Instead of being the victim, understanding the blame, and there, that guilt right here. Confirmation. I took from you more than you were able to give, and I used you for my own benefit. I now understand this was unhealthy and unfair to you. I'm sorry. Very good. Very good. Very good. That's where that forgiveness comes from. They're needing to forgive themselves. Sentimentality. Wordless. 80. There is so much for me to tell you, and I believe that. I can feel that bubbling under the surface. This person is wanting to express, but they first need to center before they express, so they can express in a healthier way. Tell you, but I am unable to express myself in a rational way, so I'd rather keep quiet. Which is good. Which is good. It means that, they're not wanting to be impulsive through sentimentality. That is very good. That is very good. I like that. Fateful encounter. Well, what was it that wanted to come out? Oh, difficult differences. Stop it. Sagittarius. And what have I been saying? You could be the Sag, or they could be the Sag, or the energy of the Sagittarius. I said a lot of things I should not have. I said them out of anger and fear. Sometimes I say things without even thinking. I'm sorry for hurting you with my words. Maybe also that's what they're going over, you know, the action that they took having to do with something that they said to you. That could be it, you know. But again, if it was if it was something fated, it clearly was a big puzzle piece for their growth as well. It was in the long run, in the future, they would have to reflect on it, and that would actually help with their change. Right, collective will understand that. Twin flame. So under twin flame, new beginnings. Planting the seed the right way. Grounding. Rooting more than grounding. 46. I'm then going to give you these numbers because maybe these are very important for you guys. We need to let go of our issues and work through our struggles by recognizing that what went wrong and how. So this is what they're balancing out. It's them taking accountability, them going through realization, them reflecting on what they did and what happened and how the connection, you know, what happened in the connection for them, you know, right, collective will understand that. But by recognizing what went wrong and how we played a part in it, I love you too much to let you go. Let's start anew. Could have been certain odious opinions. We did get that with the friends. Charismatic Casanova. Why do I feel like, and just because of this Sagittarius right here, I feel like, you know, maybe this person is really a charismatic, like a, you know, very, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, you will not believe it. I am blushing, and you have Destiny at the bottom. I am blushing, but it's because oh my God. So literally from I don't understand our connection. Oh my God, I'm not crying. It's just like I got, oh, it like put warmth in me. From I feel I'm blushing. I feel like, you know what I mean? Oh my God. It's kind of like that energy when someone says something nice to you or something, or like, not that they say that you're pretty or something like, but when they say something that it like literally makes you, I literally felt that. So maybe that's how you're going to feel when you have this encounter with them. That just took me off center for a moment. It was like, oh my God, snaps for my divine. Yes, you go, boy. You go, whatever it is that they, you know. But where they first didn't understand the connection, and they didn't want to think about it because it was way too much. What are they doing? They're focusing on their divine masculine energy. So, and it's so funny how it's from 30 to 40. So it's like literally upgrade. I'm working on my divine masculine side. I need to be more assertive. This is very, very good. I need to be more assertive, confident, and speak up for myself. I can no longer bow out of things and situations when I become fearful, but fight for what I love, and that is you. Literally, this is how, like, the SJ Oracle thread, and unconditional love fell out. It's literally what happened, like, that turbulence is making them doubt, making them go hot and cold, you know, and that intensity, what is it doing? It's molding them, because it's destiny. So this is, I am understanding our, and 33, divine feminine energy, you know what I say about that? I am understanding our relationship and our connection. What I once thought was trivial was something more on a higher consciousness. I couldn't understand it then, but I do now. I love this transition. Love it. Love it. See? Very nice. There's a reason why I had to get these. I loved it. Alrighty. I want to get these to see, get a little bit more in depth of how they're feeling towards you, because these are really good for that. So, and then we'll get, you know, their true intentions. And I want to get a little bit more of, hold on, before I get into that. So I wanted to get these to see what's going on universally with them, but there's storm is brewing, and I can feel that storm is brewing. No, they are in the storm. And it's so funny how here it's like all like about to hit a storm, but like not yet. Sometimes the sun comes out and sometimes it gets faded away by the clouds. So I do feel like maybe they are kind of like in that brew of the storm before the eye of the storm. Alrighty, let's get universally for this person, the person on this collective's mind. What is the universe preparing for them? How is the universe preparing them? More so. You guys, hold on. So we have the bellows. This is the catalyst. The ignition to change. They're fueling up their fire, putting a little bit of spark in them again, trying to make them breathe and center. Wow. And 33 again. Wow. So you got 33 and 22. And they got the compass. Them finding their true north. The ignition is for them to find their true path in life. To start discovering their life path, to start seeking their truth, to start finding their direction and finding their way, to get them to know where they're going and to make a plan and explore it. Exploring the unknown, literally the shadows one. You guys got the book 26 of the 10th. And you know, Bree always says this. So, and it's the first time that this comes out for my collectives. So I'm going to say it too. This one is about hidden messages. This is about certain mysteries, intellectual knowledge, you know, secrets, the unknown. And this one is about, you know, whatever is hidden universally that we do not understand yet, but it's kind of like that puzzle piece of what I've been saying, the puzzle piece for this whole reading. That kind of like, it's that, you know, penny dropping of, oh my God, if that wouldn't have happened, none of this would have happened. You know what I mean? But what Bree says is go to, so this is the 10th, 26th of the 10th. It could be an important memory, birthday, or, you know, a catalytic moment. Is it how you say it? But also go get any book, and see if, and go to page 10 or go to page 26 and go to row 10 on that page, or vice versa, page 10 and row 26, and see if, you know, this reading, or what that line says, that line that, oh no, she says go to page 10 or 26 and read the first line. Well, I said it for a reason, the way that I said it, you know, going to page 10 and seeing row 26, or going to page 26 and seeing row 10. I feel like maybe for this collective it could work as well, you know, and see what the message is in that first line, in that line, and see if it ties into this reading, and it ties into what we're currently speaking of, having to do maybe with your divine masculine as well. But this is about certain hidden things, certain knowledge that it's so funny how literally their true north, their discovery, the knowledge that they have within themselves, this catalyst, this ignition, this torched energy, this fire that they're putting up their butt, clearly, basically, it's making them move, their divine masculine energy, move to their, you know, life path, or finding their life path and accessing hidden knowledge that they have within. It's also about manuscripts, but they could be maybe writing a book. There's something having to do with expression as well for this person. Maybe part of their true north has to do with expression, or, you know, certain teachings, how you guys are going through certain teachings. But they got the sunrise. Number 6, 26 of the 6 could be an important date as well. 22nd of the 6, 33rd of the 6. Really, Chris? Really? Dear Lord. But happy beginnings, new day. It's darkest before dawn, but hope, clarity. The obstacles overcome because they're finally finding their path. They're finally finding their true north, you know, a brighter future, an awakening, a fresh start. They're trying to grant them a fresh start. Let's get one more. Oh my God. You guys got the rings. 25th of the 6th. Agreement, pact, cycles. It's part of their cycles. Karma, that karmic turbulence, it's part and destiny. Confirmation to what they're feeling towards you. Confirmation to what is happening universally as well. Commitment, closure, the circle of trust. You could really like that movie, The Circle of Trust. What is it? The Fockers. You could really love that movie. But contracts, and it's so funny how literally in that movie, it's the societal issue was basically, and not even a societal issue. It was more the odious opinions. It was more her father, the one who didn't want anything to do with him, and he would put obstacle over, but he will still endure. It came to my mind for a reason. Partnership. Reaping what you sow. The roots. All right, let's confirm Bellows. Oh, the geese on a quest. Confirmation to what I said before. It's the ignition of them finding their way, of them beginning this quest of finding their way. Cycles. Again, they're going through a beginning of a cycle again, which means they could be going through an end of a karmic cycle. The 2-year karmic cycle. Compass. Whoa. And how funny that I said, the clouds, the fogginess, but true north, out of that distorted vision. Foggy glasses. The mental fog, the forgetfulness, negative clouds, judgment, confirmation. By them starting to find their true north in their own life, they're going to start, having a little bit more faith through their decisions and be a little bit more, have more confidence and courage having to do with you guys as well. They're needing to activate their courage within themselves. Wherever they were lacking clarity, that's why this ignition, so that they can go on that quest. So wherever they were lacking clarity, wherever they had this like clouded judgment having to do with their life, they start wanting to find that true north. They start wanting to find that life path. They start wanting to find where it is that they need to go. And then through their actions, they start really understanding where they need to go and knowing that divine masculine energy, that assertiveness. Book. North Star, inner guidance. 26th of the 3rd. But whatever was hidden, whatever had to do with their knowledge, literally what I just said. By seeing where they need to go, by just looking where they need to go, that hidden knowledge, literally it's the inner knowing. Them finding their inner knowing, trusting in their inner knowing. Trusting their true path and that they are the guiding light. It's putting direction in them. The North Star. Beautiful. Sunset. Perfect timing. Under this new beginning. The clock. And you guys did get that in that first deck. But past, present, and future united, standing the test of time, unstoppable. They're creating longevity with this ignition. The origins. So whatever this new beginning or the happy beginning is, it's divinely guided. Ring. Okay, so so this is the yarn. The yarn is, you have 1920. Oh my God, I thought you had 21 because you have 22, 23, and 25. I thought you had 24 as well. I was like, oh my God, and 26. Complicated circumstances. Well, why this agreement wasn't ever, why the cycle was never, fully completed. Why this contract was never, it's not rescinded, right? It's when it's completed, because of the complicated circumstances, because of the puzzling, the hassles, the unraveling. Let me get one more One more for, oh my God, and there it is. The proposal, the engagement. It's literally how that life partner energy, this life partner, energy was never coming into fruition because there was so much complications. There was so much, problems and, conundrums, and everything was unraveling in a way, that had to. Everything was happening the way as it was supposed to. But union, you guys got the diamond ring. Well, it could be that maybe this person is going to propose. And that bear, oh, that nurturing side of them. But boss, them being a boss in their life. But mama bear as well. And it's so funny that I said that we came across this, because I saw this, and this is the what is it? This North Star. This, like, do you see those little, that what's it called? Constellations. The constellation, that's the big bear, right? That's that one right there that looks like a little, isn't that the mama bear? And you guys got the mama bear on the bottom. Well, they got the mama bear on the bottom, but strength, muscular, protective, a coach. And what did I say before with what they're needing to speak? Finance benefits, mama bear. Coming to their mama bear. Let's get one last one. One last one for them. They need to walk through this journey. They're activating this person into understanding what this journey is entailed for, what the steps they need to take, what they need to walk away from, what they need to pursue, the freedom and the independence that walking your own journey entails. That's very, and where to find their sweet nectar through this journey, how to find their sweet nectar through this journey, how to be present in the journey. That was beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Very nice. What the hell is that? Hold on. What is that? That's funny. Oh, the lily. I love this card. Established ambition, experience, sexuality, achievement, longevity, maturity, career, virtue, development. It's developing them. Very nice. Very, very nice. Alrighty. But that's because you guys, again, pulling through that thread with your own growth and your own determination and, that balanced yin and yang that you have been working so much to get to. All right, let's get there. True intentions towards this collective, the true intentions towards this collective, and then we'll get, before I get we'll get true intentions, and then I want to get those Intuit Tarot Gold, the Twin Flame Oracle deck, just because I want to see what they're wanting to, hold on, let me see. I want to see what they're wanting to say to you. First, I want to see what they're wanting to say to you, and then we'll get their true intentions. Okay, so, University. We'll just get 4. Oh, love like ours can change the world. Yes, it can. Oh, wow, that just flew away. All right, so we have 11. Love like ours can change the world. Communication, number 5, 11th of the 5th, 5th of the 11th. And we are coming into May. And I still have to do my Divine Masculine. There's a reason why I'm saying that. I have to do my Divine Masculine month ahead. Neither one of us is being honest right now. Why are we afraid? I really feel like that, again, the projection with that, But 4 messages of trust, 4th of the 5th, 5th of the 4th could be an important date coming up as well. Write these down. Oh, I didn't end up telling you those dates. Well, maybe I wasn't supposed to. I've been so grounded. I feel like this person feels they were so grounded all their life. It's hard for me to trust the spiritual elements of our connection, yet I can't deny they exist. So again, they're now in that acceptance. Union. You got 5, 4, 3. The same divine energy flows in each of us. This energy is the catalyst to our reunion. We just need to allow this energy to work its magic. This collective, you understand that. This collective, you are working with it. This person needs to start working with it. All right, mission. Mirrors. So love like ours can change the world. And so you got 6, 5, 4, 3. What the hell? The situation is being caused by both of us. Look at your own. So again, so if this situation is being caused by both of you guys, this collective, you are focusing on unconditional love, and they are as well. But they need to change a little bit that mind frame with that blame and that guilt. But look at your own role in the situation to help us change it. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep focusing on that unconditional love towards your person. They need to see it themselves. Communication. Wow, so 2 came out. I didn't even notice that. So another union card. 14th of the 5th. We are one. Don't let fear get in the way of this truth. You are my true love, my heart, and my soul. Wow. I've been so grounded. Patterns. So we're literally what they felt, they were so grounded, and what they were needing to trust in that spiritual element. Certain patterns were keeping them from that. And what is this number? 44. It was affecting their divine masculine energy, their divine masculine strength, assertiveness, and drivenness. Stop it. My inner child was wounded when my parents couldn't respond to me in the way I needed them to. So however, the boundaries that you guys put is what I'm feeling. They didn't know how to react. I am reacting from that wound. That's what's keeping them in wounded masculine energy. Sign. The same divine energy. Another one of patterns. So I want to let my guard down with you, but fear makes me lash out in self-defense. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. What the hell? And the twin flame card. And you guys got 66. Look at that. As twin flames, we are here to ascend and help others do the same. Keep focused on that. Keep ascending yourself. Keep working on yourself. And I hope this collective, you understand that I'm saying this not for that external gain. This collective, you've been focused on your internal gain, your internal balance for your own growth, not because this person is going to come. No, you understand that every little puzzle piece leads to the next, that your growth helps them with their growth, and without resentment, you want this person to be healed as well. Them being with you or not. Don't make that fit. Do not make that fit. If you are literally on this journey, or you still have that mentality of that you're on this journey so that you can finally be with the person that you love, no. That's believing that you will be with them when it's supposed to happen. But not working through your trauma and working through your wounds, because you're really not healing if that's the case. You're still tied to that 3D aspect. Instead of focusing on your internal healing and on your internal growth, just to be in peace yourself. You know what I mean? Alrighty. What is this person? True intentions of this person towards this collective. True intentions of the divine masculine towards this collective. True intentions. Genuine intentions. Planning. First one. I've been preparing a love offer for you. You will be shocked and I believe that. You will be shocked and surprised memories. That's what's activating them as well. The memories we made together forever replay in my mind. Our love is immortal. Growth. Beautiful. Beautiful. You've encouraged me to look deep inside myself and discover who I really am. Love that. I love that. That is really good. I'm so proud of this person. Surprise. Life is full of surprises and I have something special planned just for you. Wow, so much about planning. I'm seeing that true north. Karmic. I have a karmic attachment that won't let me go. They are causing chaos. That's the karmic turbulence. And it wouldn't surprise me. You guys did get that temptation. It wouldn't surprise me if this person knew about you. If this karmic knew about you. But they feel butterflies. The butterfly knows the beauty of change. And it settles when you least expect it. But this, I would not be surprised if this person is causing turbulence right now, because they know that once this person has, once your person, that divine masculine, has their intentions set, they are chasing you until they conquer you, and this saying sayonara to this person and never looking back again. You would know this. You would know this. And it makes sense with that Sagittarius energy. They are very, once they have their focus on someone, once they have, that determination, there is no swaying them. Planning. Expression. Beautiful. I want the whole world to know you are mine and only mine. I'm seeing that. That's the reason why I said you could be getting engaged. And I'm staring at my wedding. I'm staring at these. It's like staring at me. It says wedding right there. Alrighty. Memories. Immature lover that lacks emotional intelligence. Beware of their... Let's get one more. Everyone is talking about the relationship. People are jealous of our connection. Wonder if these are the odious opinions. I want one more. I feel like that was more... I need to be... Okay. So they're wanting to express... And this is a little bit possessive. A little bit wounded masculine. This is beautiful, but there's still a little bit of turbulence around this person. And this collective, you do not deserve that. So I do feel like certain memories are actually, maybe activating certain that... what I said before, the accountability of how they were such a player with you maybe, and how, there was so much gossip within your relationship. But this all tied together, like the player, the gossip, the isolation, because the gossip one is everyone is talking about our relationship, people are jealous of our connection, and literally the evil eye on the bottom. This is all eyes are on you. There is jealousy, envy, and negativity being thrown your way. Protect your energy, what I'm feeling. But then we have the isolation. It's about I need to be alone to figure out who I am, which is very good. They're going through a lot of memories right now, having to do with the gossip, having to do with, their player tendencies, or how they were, that Casanova-ish before being that divine masculine energy. Please be patient with me. I do feel like this person is wanting to really come in the right way, but they do need to go through isolation. The memories are making them reflect, which is literally the first part of this reading. Growth. Telepathy. Do you hear me talking to you? I need you close to me right now. Please respond. Send them love and light through this growth, through this discovery of themselves. Surprise. And there's a reason why the feminine usually is the first one to activate, because we as feminines, we activate our empathy, our compassion, our nurturing nature. And because we've already gone through that fire and we know what it is to go through that fire alone, and it sucks, we don't want everyone else to go through that fire, but we understand that they need to. But however we can help, however and whichever way we can help, even through telepathy, we do, because we have that empathy and compassion towards our not only our masculines, but everyone around us, because we know that we are all connected as one. But surprise, I'm tired of pretending that I am happy without you. The silence is killing me. So I do feel like even with that memories, what I said before, I don't know why I keep going to that. It must be that maybe this collective, you need to have a little bit more compassion than what you think with that. And if this person really does come and starts talking about this, listen to them and let them express themselves, because clearly that was one of the patterns, that was one of the childhood wounds that they had, that they were needing to really heal out as well. Remember what this twin flame is for. This twin flame journey is for. Karmic. Let's see what this karmic is. What is this karmic? I'm drawn to you in a way I've never experienced. So it's literally what I said. This karmic is trying to do the best that this person can to keep you guys away, is what I'm feeling. I've never experienced before a love so deep and complex. Confirmation. Confirmation. Confirmation with that karmic. That is that evil eye. That turbulence is caused by that karmic. They're career driven, activating within their career, grounding that side of themselves. All right. Biggest thing, guys. Send them love and light. Protect yourselves. Protect yourselves whenever you're feeling heaviness as well. There's a reason why I said that. For me, what I do whenever I'm outside, I do like an 8. I write like an 8 3 times. And I repeat to myself, I release all negative energy that is in mine. I take back my energy. And then I just do this 3 times. And just, go out on your day. Just that's a little form of protection that I have for myself whenever I'm going into like maybe a space where there's going to be a lot of energies, or where I know I'm going to absorb a lot of energy. So it's like I need to protect my energy. Alrighty. Oh my God, the snail, for the love of God, is so annoying. Meh. All right. Sorry. My neurodivergent mind. Alrighty. Let's get into it. Let's see. Let's get dice. If 6 comes out, we're getting weeks. If anything else comes out, we're getting days. I'm feeling days, but we'll see. 4 days. All right. Next 4 days. Next 4 days. This connection. Universal message for it. What is happening in this connection in the next 4 days? Happening in this connection with the next 4 days. Changes. A lot of changes are happening in the next 4 days. Oh, integration of past, present, and future. Beautiful. And again, a number 4. Really, fours could be following you around. So keep up with that masculine strength. Next 4 days for this connection. What is happening in the next 4 days with this connection? Sacred space. Certain anger issues could be arising, but perception, changing your perceptions. I'm seeing that anger as maybe this karmic. I want to clarify this anger. Next 4 days. Anger. Unlimited possibility as a burden. And duality. You guys are, integration of the yin and yang. And so funny, that perception for that integration of that yin and yang. All right, so unlimited possibilities once they release this burden. And 10, completion, the cycle. 19th of the 10th could be an important date. Alrighty, let's get tarot and let's see next 4 days in this connection. What is happening in the next 4 days with this connection? Hold on, let me shuffle. Next 4 days with this connection. Wow, justice, karmic avoidance going to come out. Justice, but justice is at play is what I'm feeling. All right, next 4 days for this connection. What is happening? This beautiful collective and this divine masculine. I'm saying divine masculine for a reason. Oh my God, end of a chapter. Oh my God. World energy changes. Sign, achievement, success, sense of belonging, fulfillment, travel maybe. Let's get your first row though. Let's get your first row. But end of the cycle. Oh wow. You literally you guys, this is way too many, but you guys literally got what from yesterday's. This is about being connected with nature, you know, staying in your loyalty and protecting yourself, but abundance, following your abundance in emotion, the Ace of Cups, overflowing emotion, but depression, heartbreak, grief, Three of Swords upright. These are way too many. You had Ten of Cups in the bottom. Next 4 days in this connection. What is happening in the next 4 days with this connection, please? Good things take time, for sure. Oh my God, and I love it. You guys got the laying down, the readjusting. Beautiful. What is this? You guys got the Four of Wands. Okay, so we have the World, Seven of Coins, perseverance, long-term view. Oh my God, the candle is literally like this big. Hold on. Look at that candle. You guys see that? Can you guys see how big that candle is? Magic. Magic. All right, so you have good things come to those who wait. And the good things take time. There's needing to be an end of a cycle to be a beginning of a cycle. We do have perseverance, long-term views coming into fruition, harvest season, patience, but it's ripening by laying down the burdens. Ten of Wands in reverse. This is about readjusting, releasing, reducing, releasing what no longer serves, getting the priorities straight, that true north energy. We do have Five of Wands, the competition, arguing, chaos. I'm seeing that as that karmic. Oh my God, that candle is huge. That flame is huge. Very connected right now. I do feel like that is someone else. Yeah. Someone very reckless right now and who's licking their wounds is what I'm feeling. But also, I will say, with this Five of Wands and that Fool in reverse, I'm seeing that as this collective, don't rush into anything. Start very slow. And also, you know, if this person is, and if this person does speak about there is a certain karmic energy they have around them still, I personally would put the brakes on it. Explain to them in a kind-hearted, you know, very centered way. You know what? I don't want... You've been working on your inner balance for way too long to have someone else come and like really just get you off center with this. You know, you don't want to have to, you know, certain emotions arise within you that you've been working so hard to release even. But I feel like maybe this person, you know, your masculine could be a little bit angry about it, but I think it's not going to be towards you, but more towards the situation. But it means that they still need to know how to center themselves with their emotion, which means that it's still not the right time for this union. I do feel like we have the Four of Wands. This is about union. This is about community. This is about support, and the lover returns. I do feel that, but I'm seeing this Seven of Coins. You know, good things come to those who wait. Have patience within this end of this chapter, end of this cycle. Don't rush into anything, and more so knowing that there's someone else, someone who has the evil eye, even for you, who's really, you know, in that competition kind of energy. You know, you don't want to kind of add fuel to that fire. You know what I mean? It's coming to my mind for a reason, because it's about temper, lost opportunities. I feel like, again, and this person, I feel like your masculine is going to feel like it's a lost opportunity because this other person is still, you know, in the middle. Or even maybe you guys are having a conversation and this person starts blowing up their phone. It's coming to my mind for just feel there's still a little bit of chaos with this person. You know, they're wanting to take this fool's journey, but they're doing it in the wrong way as well, because there's still certain things, certain details that they need to release having to do with this karmic. You know, they're wanting to rush in because they finally see you as that true north, but you know, they need to understand that they need to end the certain cycles with other energies before coming into your energy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? World. But overall, this is good. Could be seeing 1010 a lot. Yeah, the pre-manifestation. So establishing a clear vision, planning, Thoughts becoming things. Also, you guys keep having a positive mindset. You know, the inception point. So this person is wanting to pre-manifest this before this end of the chapter. You know what I mean? So it's noble. It's very, you know, you guys could actually feel like, oh my God, not finally, but, you know, oh my God, this is actually happening. But there's a reason why I'm saying this. There's a reason why you've been working on your center. There's a reason why you've been working on releasing that 3D aspect as well, and having that patience, you know, and really focusing on yourselves and your journey. Don't fall short when you're just almost there. Good things take time. Yes, you're going to feel like swept off your feet. You're going to feel like it's over the top. It's going to be very, you know, confident and charmer. Remember, they're still working through their divine masculine energy. Saying no to them once is not going to push this person away. Remember. Become very sexy. That shameless flirts. You're going to feel like you're swept off your feet. Like, good things take time. Finally. And remember that memories, you know, the true intention, the memories with the player and the odious opinions, the one, you know, everyone is talking about our connection. And it was, which one was the other one? The isolation. They need to go through isolation. If they just broke up with someone, they need to learn how to find their independence. They need to go through this journey on their own. Help them want to go through the journey on their own. They could get angry. They could get, you know, however it is that they get, you know, in a negative way. But that's a burden that they need to release first. So that then they could be open to so many possibilities as you guys have. 10 of Wands. Yes, they need to forgive. They need to accept the changes. They need to be ready to move on. They need to heal. They need to let go. That's 5 of Cups in reverse. I like 5 of Cups in reverse. This is what they need to readjust and release. They need to let go. 5 of Wands. To lay a foundation, releasing this, you know, turning that fool's journey upright, you know, really trusting in the unknown and actually set the goals in a grounded way. Page of Coins, lay a foundation in the right way. Put in the seeds for that work. It's going to feel like good news. But they need to have faith in themselves. Also, study of magic, and it makes sense with that magician, you know, them wanting to be in that manifestation. Maybe they start doing that 369 manifestation. It came to my mind. Let's get one more for Page of Coins. I feel like this is, wow. Yes, lay a foundation. Lay a right foundation. Not come in with baggage. The emotion is there, but let them lay that foundation in the right way. Harmony, blissful relationship, emotionally fulfilled, stability, peace, divine love, bliss, romantic emotion, romantic success, new romance, flow of emotion. But they need to release that karmic. They need to have strength within themselves, and you guys need to have strength within yourselves. Don't give in to that moment of bliss, is what I'm feeling. Don't give in to that, you know, let them know in a honest way. You're wanting the honesty, be honest with them as well. Be honest with them as well. 4 of Wands. Luck is on your side. Count your blessings. Authentic self. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with this person as well. It's a big fat yes. Remember, again, there's that strength again. Have strength. Have strength. This is beautiful. But there are certain things that are needing to be put in place before this person really comes in the right way. They really need to close in that chapter with this other person and let them know that it, you know, it's done and done. You need to be, you know, in that certainty, you know, and then they have to give you that certainty that this person is not going to ruin your reunion that you have been waiting for so long as well. You know, just saying. Let's get one last one. coming in fast, and they're coming with strength of will. Forward movement, success, control, action, focus. They're focused on you. But also, you know what? So I literally put that over the 10 of Wands in reverse and that 5 of Cups in reverse. That's the strength of will that they're wanting. They're wanting to release the burdens. Just follow your intuition with this as well. You've been working with it. Remember how connected you are. And just, you know, just keep trusting. Trust. And be strong. Focus on your self-belief and help them with their self-belief as well. But be confident, compassionate, you know. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. The only thing that's kind of like worrying me a little bit is that karmic energy. You know, that competition, which I feel is that competition that actually they're going to be holding back that information for some reason, I feel. But, yeah. Just trust. I feel like whatever happens in the next 4 days is going to be kind of like that domino effect into this beautiful reunion. In the right way. Laying the foundation in the right way. So again, be honest with yourself and be honest with this person. Remember that honesty was something that you were trying to focus on with this person as well. Whoa. All right. That whole reading, whole part resonated now for this love connection. Let's confirm. You literally have reconciliation as the first one to pop up. Someone from your past is returning to your life. You're calling in your soulmate. Getting to know each other again. Get to know each other again. Start small. Even that, you know, the starting as friends, how I said before with that, you know, how you deserve love. You both deserve the right kind of love. Get one last one. A lot of passion for sure. And stay optimistic about your love life. Alrighty then. So we already confirmed that. So we can just get, you know, Charmies. Let's get Charmies for that part. Wow. So Selenite, new beginnings, but enlightenment. Healing your heart, and you guys got both of you got healing heart. You guys got, you know, focusing on healthier choices with your hearts. We have Venus, so divine feminine energy. We have the letter T as well. Letter T. So maybe that stands for maybe this karmic protection. The hand of Fatima. Protect yourself. Venus energy, and if I'm not mistaken, don't we have like something going on Venus right now having to do with karmic connections? Am I not? You know, it has to do with relationships and also jobs. But Venus. And it's so funny because it was like open, but it was like a little bit open. Keep focus on have an open heart, and help this person find the openness in their heart as well. All right, let's get dice for this connection, for dates, birthdays, etc. All right, so 6, 222, unexpected, 2222. Stop it. 321. Also, you have 33 as well as divine feminine energy, but third of the first of the third of the second of the third of the sixth of the third, 30th of the first, 30th of the third, and 30th of the sixth, and 22nd of the third, 22nd of the sixth, 22nd of the first, and 22nd of the second, and 5 transformation. Whoa, what is that? Oh, 0. It fell on 0. It's a new cycle beginning. Hold on, let me grab it. A new cycle beginning. Fine. Alrighty. So 2 by itself, duality. But 44, divine masculine. Beautiful. So you got the divine feminine and the divine masculine energy. So we have 25th of the 4th, 25th of the 6th, 25th of the
9th and 25th of the 2nd, 2nd of the 5th, 5th of the 2nd, 4th of the 5th, 5th of the 4th. And you guys did get that already, 4th of the 5th. And if it's in 4 days, 4 days isn't the 4th or the 5th. 5th of the 5th. Could happen in a portal energy. Came to my mind. 4th of the 4th, portal energy. 69. Wheel as at play. 30th of the 6th, 30th of the 9th, 30th of the 5th, 30th of the 4th, 30th. Oh, I keep trying to say 30th of the 2nd, but no, it's not 30th of the 2nd. No. And 1 by itself. All right, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'll try my best. I'll try my best, but I have a lot to do today to post my Divine Masculine month ahead. I have to post my Divine Masculine month ahead, and I still have to do my other month ahead for my other collective. But yeah, I just, I need to organize, and, you know, I have my kids here, so it kind of like puts a little bit more of a hassle, because I have to, I have to tend to them as well. But yeah, and I have to spend time with them as well, because my babies, because tomorrow they leave with their father already, so I want to spend time with them too. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I love you. And again, as I said, I will try to post the Divine Masculine reading for today, and if not, I'll do it tomorrow morning. But I really needed to get this reading out. For some reason, I was really feeling that I needed to do that. But yeah, I love you all. I'll see you in a little bit, or I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah! Bye!